Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. It is, let's see, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning here on the West Coast on this beautiful day, January 27th of 2015. And what have I been doing for the past, I don't know, for the past 24 hours or so? I've been working on a Pokemon project. Yeah, that's right. I've been working tirelessly on a Pokemon project for the WDW Magic Imagineering forums for the Soul Imagineer competition. In a long story, I'll get into that when I have a chance to sit down with Little Giants, but needless to say, I've not gotten a lot of rest at all. I finished my big Pokemon e-ticket about 5:30 this morning, went to bed literally for like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours at the most, and then because my life just revolves around insomnia in some cases, apparently, I woke up again. And now here I am, awake as ever and running on 3 hours of sleep. So yeah! What's the first thing I see when I get out of bed? Well, I see that finally, after much speculation of, oh my god, when's the trailer actually going to come? This is bad news. We got the Fantastic Four trailer. This is not a Jurassic World situation. I'm not going to sit here and cry over this trailer and say how much I'm looking forward to it and how it's like a realization of all my childhood filmmaking dreams and fantasies and whatnot. No, this is like, I follow comic book movies, not particularly well, but I follow them. I'm a casual fan, mostly of the movies, not so much the comic books. I'd read the comic books if I actually had the money for it at the time, but I digress. But with this Fantastic Four, the main reason I want to talk about it, and I wouldn't even be on camera talking about it at all because I really could give two craps about Fantastic Four just because of the originals just killed that franchise so much for me. I actually really like the concept of Fantastic Four as a team up. But now I feel that with Marvel and what they've done with the Avengers mixed with the sour taste that the original Fantastic Four movies left, I kind of feel like it's kind of come and gone, the opportunity to do a Fantastic Four. And yes, I'm going to say the popular opinion, unless it goes back to Marvel, unless it goes back because Marvel can prove they can do awesome team-up movies. There's a couple things here that I'm very much reserved about this movie. I'm kind of keeping an open mind. First and foremost, let's talk about Josh Trank, because he is the saving grace of this movie in terms of my excitement about it. This man directed Chronicle back in, when was Chronicle? I think 2012. Chronicle is a freaking amazing movie. It's a found footage, supernatural superhero movie. If you haven't seen it yet and you're a fan of the superhero genre, go out and check it out. It really is a very fresh take on a genre that a lot of people are saying is maybe kind of starting to get a little bit oversaturated. Chronicle is where it's at. I mean, I just love the grittiness and the rawness that Trank kind of put into having superpowers and what it would actually like, how it would actually affect your life and your popularity and whatnot in very realistic ways. Having said that, yeah, I think the man could do a good Fantastic Four movie. Hell yeah. I mean, it's just one of those new kind of young directors where I'm interested in anything he does after Chronicle. And to give him the keys to Fantastic Four, it's a good property, but I definitely think he proved his worth in the superhero department by providing us with a truly original and unique superhero movie, which is, not something we can say too often. I mean, how often does something like an Incredibles come along where the characters are all new and yet it is totally a superhero movie? So the big concern, though, of course, been hearing nothing but bad things about this from the press, from reports on set. Apparently, Josh Trank went off on all of his actors at some point, which is kind of surprising. I don't know what the context is there, but apparently it was a very hectic shoot. Not a lot of words said, a lot of you know, a lot of hate being fired around the air. I don't know. That's just kind of based on reports. So it's kind of a tumultuous movie. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay, we got this guy, and he's a really good kind of, you know, kind of up and coming fresh director. I don't know what happened here. I don't know, but you know what? In spite of the onset reports, in spite of the fact that it's taken them a suspiciously long amount of time to get this trailer to us, I'm a fan of Josh Trank, and I'm also a big fan of Michael B. Jordan, who was absolutely terrific in movies like what's that movie? Fruitvale Station from last year. Terrific in that. He's going to be like a true A-list talent, you know, and if he's not already, he's growing there. He is truly like part of the next generation of Hollywood talent. We also got Miles Teller in the role. Miles Teller is Reed Richards. Now, Miles Teller is an actor that I could have cared less about until I saw Whiplash. Whiplash just blew the door wide open on him. Having said that, Miles Teller is also the kind of kid who, given a bad director, he can turn in a really, really shitty, obnoxious performance. And it took me a long time to get the bitter taste of Costa from Project X out of my head. So, you know, I very much respect I very much respect him right now in terms of the work he's done on Whiplash. I haven't seen him in enough else where he's really blown me away to say with confidence, like, oh yeah, he's going to make a freaking fantastic Reed Richards. All the other cast members, I'm really kind of like, I don't know much about, so I can't really comment on them either way. But Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan are definitely fantastic additions to the cast. If you, like I said, if Miles Teller gets directed the right way, and if he doesn't turn into a Costa, which God, I hope he doesn't. You know what? I'm sure he's past that. I hope he is. I freaking hope he is. Anyways, so I've been babbling too long, like I always do in my trailer reactions. So long story short, like I said, just to sum it up, it's like, I love the director. Gas seems good. It's just that everything that people have been talking about, saying, hearing from reports on set says this movie's going to be a bit of a train wreck, but I'm here to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm here to really, truly judge it on on a Josh Trank film kind of level, like as the big sort of studio, big budget follow-up to something like Chronicle. That's what I'm really interested in from this trailer. So that in mind, it's a minute and 48 seconds long, so let's give it a go, shall we? Yeah, approved for all audiences. All right. Sad piano music.
How did we get this far?
How did we get here?
Human beings.
This place is horrible. It smells like balls. Sorry, Birdman.
To discover.
Interstellar. Okay, a bunch of kids, bunch of nerdy-looking kids. More Interstellar! This movie looks like a ripoff of Interstellar, look-wise.
Our future depends on us.
Big boardroom full of people. Okay.
Our responsibility.
Okay, that's Miles Teller, I think, with glasses. He looks good. He looks good.
Generations to come.
Okay, there's Michael B. Jordan. I kind of like the tone of this thing. I'm kind of into it.
Every new discovery.
Okay, so they're all going up into space. How much are we going to actually see this? Are we going to see it? Are they going to fucking tease the thing? Are we not? Oh, there it is. Okay, there's a little shot.
There are consequences.
Fire. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That's it. That's it. That was.
Be ready for what's coming. What is coming? The answers.
Okay, that was. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this. I saw some really good stuff in it. Also saw some stuff maybe not too thrilled about. I'm just going to go ahead and watch it one more time just to kind of comb over it all. So I guess one of my big kind of worries right away is that visually it really does seem like it's inspired by and taking cues from Interstellar, like with the whole like, oh, we're riding a motorcycle through a cornfield, and then there's this big scientific space exploration lab. So I need to actually hear this narration. It looks just like Interstellar. I can't get over that.
To build.
The stuff with the I'm gonna pause. The stuff with the kids looks okay. Like we're seeing some flashbacks to what I'm assuming to be Reed and Doctor Doom as kids, and I'm into that. I'm into that. You know, kind of get a little bit of a Goonies kind of vibe going on here. You know, kind of children in peril. Kind of I like kind of building up the relationship that they've had since they were kids. Overall, that's maybe a good story development. I love how Fox is very insistent, like, hey, we brought you Days of Future Past, so this movie's got to be good too, right? All right, anyways.
Our future depends on us further.
This is a weirdly framed shot of the guys sitting at the boardroom. I don't know why. It's like they're sitting in kind of like this weird sort of V formation. It's just kind of oddly framed. Miles Teller, we don't get much of a look at him, man, but I tell you, from the brief shot that we do get of him, I'm liking it. I am liking what he's pulling off right here. You know, he's got the geeky glasses. He's sort of, you know, got, I don't know, he's a little bit nervous but proud at the same time. And this is just going based off the still image that I'm looking off right here. And he's really, yeah, I can tell he's putting something into the acting here. Obviously, he's not playing a jokey jackass Costa kind of character. So that's a relief. That's always kind of in the back of my mind a concern when it comes to this kid, and probably will be for some time. But yeah, no, I really do like the look of Reed Richards. I like how they made him like sort of more of a stereotypical sort of high school nerd. Like, it's kind of funny because people are complaining that this Fantastic Four, you know, of course, the big joke is, oh, it's Fantastic Four babies. Well, you know what? I thought those original actors were too goddamn old, so I'm fine with this. I'm completely fine with this in terms of the age. All right, so let's get on.
Our responsibility.
Don't have much to say about the Susan Storm. Oh, okay. I guess that guy with the bat is obviously that's the thing. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Brief shot of Michael B. Jordan fixing the car. I like the music and I like the tone.
With every new discovery,
I just don't necessarily like the visual. Kind of like it looks just like Interstellar in the space suits. That's the one thing I'm kind of having a hard time getting at. Oh, okay. I need to go back and
consequences.
Shots here. So there's this one shot that actually kind of intrigues me where it's like there's all these astronauts. I don't know. It looks like they're covered in blood or something. Now, is this the Fantastic Four? Is this during the you know, the incident that turns them into the Fantastic Four? I don't know, but if it is, they're really kind of going a very sort of gritty direction with it in terms of just the visual look of it. Very much a far cry away from the cartoony stuff that we got in the 2000s movies. Okay. Oh, there's a plane. There's a plane, and I'm going to crush the plane, of course. You're the lovely voice. Sorry. Okay, here's another shot of Miles Teller. Okay, I don't know. I'm mixed about the. Okay, with the thing. Yeah, it's CGI, and it shouldn't be CGI, because if there was one thing that I can say that they did really good about the original, it's that I had pretty much no complaint about the thing in the original movies. And just in terms of, maybe not in the way they wrote the character, but in terms of the way that he looked, the makeup, and also Michael Chiklis' performance, really definitely the best thing about those original movies. And you're just not going to get that same sort of like handmade feel to the thing that you got with that really good makeup. So I'm worried about the CGI. I hope we get at least some makeup shots in here, but from what I'm seeing, it's definitely like, oh, hey, look, it's a computer-generated image of the thing. Isn't it cool? Isn't it badass? It's a CGI image. Just scream CGI, and that bothers the fuck out of me. Okay, but anyways.
And there are consequences.
So there's looks like there's some sort of like force field coming out from the heart of the city. I'm assuming that's going to be Sue. It's a quick shot of Johnny Storm flaming on in the hallway. He's looking kind of like remorse about something. Seems like kind of a downer moment. The astronauts are climbing away. Yeah, I mean, there's like really quick shots of, like 2 quick shots of Storm as the Human Torch. I'll give it this. The Human Torch definitely looks a lot better than he did. The Human Torch, it looks a lot better than he did in the original in the 2000s movies, because those looked like a fucking cartoon. And here, it's nice to see. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of CGI involved, but I'm hoping there was also some practical fireworks, some practical pyrotechnic work involved too. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Miles Teller. We don't really have enough on any of the other casts to really tell one way or another. It's like, ooh, Michael B. Jordan, he's fixing a car for 2 seconds. Ooh, that tells you so much about his performance. Yeah, I mean, I'm more on the side of cautious, but I will say I'm optimistic that this is going to be at least better than the train wrecks that were the original movies. I'll go as far as to say that, because, I mean, A, it's like, come on, how can it get any worse? And, B, like I said, we've got a legitimate director here. We've got a legitimate up-and-coming, fresh Hollywood talent, a cast that, for the most part, is really good based on what I've heard of them. A lot of behind-the-scenes drama going on with this one. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff about this that gives me pause. And like I said, a couple things about the trailer that I could, just in the way the trailer's presented. Granted, maybe when I watch the movie and these shots are seen in context, I won't think about it at all. But just in the way the trailer was presented and the whole idea that they're going out into space, and specifically that one truck that one shot where I swear to God, there is a shot in this trailer of a fucking pickup truck driving through a cornfield. And if that is not Interstellar, I don't know what the fuck is. But yeah, I honestly kind of get the feeling they might have spliced together those kind of shots to give it an Interstellar sort of vibe. That's maybe my guess. I don't know. Either way, it definitely looks like it's a lot more serious than the originals, which is obviously a good thing, because the originals were a fucking embarrassment to Marvel as a whole. Yeah, like I said, I'm still cautious. I'm still approaching this like, okay, let's see what we get. But I gotta say, it's shaping out where it could be a decent movie. It could be the biggest train wreck since Amazing Spider-Man 2 as well. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and find out. But yeah, so I guess that's about all I have to say. I kind of exhausted my thoughts on this. So when's the next trailer gonna come out? You know what? I think the Super Bowl is going to have a Jurassic World promo in it, so I'll definitely do a reaction video about that, even if it's probably just going to be like 2 seconds new footage. Like, oh my God, we got an extended shot of the water dinosaur. Oh my God, my life is complete now. I can die happy. And that's literally what my reaction will be like to 2 seconds of new Jurassic World footage. Looking forward to that, everyone. Have a good day.